Oh, why is this getting all weird now? The heck, man? Um, don't know why this decided to pop up over here. Well, good morning. Welcome to Market Open live stream. Okay, for some reason. Okay, there we go. So this morning, again, we got ATXI. Something I've got to do actually real quickly. Okay, and that's that. That's set up. Okay, so today's list. FNGR was the stock yesterday. And I was all off yesterday. FNGR should have been a great green day for me. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. So right now the time is 8:21. So about 10 minutes till 8:30. Till the market opens. So looking for continuation off of yesterday's stocks. Oh, this is interesting. This one held up high, but yeah, I'm not interested in trading this one at all, really, because there's no volume. So let's go ahead and clean up the watch list real quick. I don't think SNTI. Yeah, SNTI may be worth it for continuation. So let me just... Okay. I'll add this. LGC. This one actually held up pretty decent too. Oh no, I'm looking at SNTI, that's why. I'm gonna make a continuation list here. Something I've been meaning to do. Edit watch list. Continuation. So, there we go. Okay, so now I got a continuation list set up here. And with that in mind, I'm gonna add SNTI, FNGR, and I think that's it for the time being. Oh, nice. I can just delete this straight away. That's nice. Okay, I didn't actually know I could do that. Okay, so today's sure. All right. So, looking at the scanner, I don't want to lose track of time. We've got about 6 minutes right now until they open, and I've got to get a couple levels marked out and stuff. That's something that I've been neglecting to do over the past couple of days is just, getting my watch list set up, but then before the market actually opens, before I start trading it, marking out daily levels, significant levels, stuff like that, and instead of trying to mark out those levels while it's trading, and then I'm potentially missing trades because I'm not paying attention to the right spots. So, that being said, get this set up here. EGH just looks like it's a reverse split. I'll add it anyway. CNXA, this one's pretty cheap, but it's up 122%, so I'll add it. Same thing with I'm not going to add that one. INBX. And of course, we have ATXI from the last few days it's been running. Then FNGR, this is one, yeah, I'll add it to I'll keep it on continuation because it was from yesterday. And then we have AERC as well. I'll add Posh. Oh, is that Poshmark stock? Interesting. Okay. So I'll put ATXI on the side charts. I'll put FNGR on the side chart. We'll see if one of these is going to go. It'd be great to have some continuation on FNGR because that was the hot stock from yesterday. And yesterday we opened around $4. Today we're opening around $8. So that's great to see. Sustaining these highs. I mean, if you look at the daily chart, I remember adding this thing to my watch list on, I think it was one of these days because it gapped up slightly. I mean, we're talking, it was just about a week ago. It was a penny stock, a literal a sub-dollar stock, and now it's trading at 8. So it's good to see, but I'm not so sure that this is going to wake up the market because the market's looking pretty dang bearish right now. That being said, we're going to gap up actually this morning. I just feel like the market is going to get better. I'm sorry, I just feel like it's going to get worse before it gets better. Just my opinion. FNGR. High of this day was 982. Or 92 rather. That's good enough right there. I'll also add this high. So we've got a lot of daily levels in this area. I'll add this here as pivot. Pretty close to the price there. So I'll call it good for now. ERC. So looking at ATXI, man, this one looks pretty good, but this one's been moving for the last week. More than a week, we've had some random pop and fade, pop sustain, and now we're up over the 200 EMA. We're going to be opening up here pretty high, almost at $15 a share. So this one looks pretty good right now. We got about a minute to the open. So primary watch is ATXI and Finger FNGR. Oh yeah, I also wanted to add SOBR. So real quickly, today's gaps or continuation add. Okay, so here is the market is open. So mainly watching, like I said, there's a big dip on FNGR. So aggressive entry potentially there if you want to take that dip. But I'm not gonna take that right away. Okay, this has to stop. So it looks like they're both fading right now off the open. It'd be a bummer to see this thing just fade right away though if we don't get any opportunities off of it. Man, it's tempting to try it down here for the possible dip entry, but yeah, this thing's looking a little heavy out the gates. Don't want to get caught in a halt down off the open. There's a lot of selling pressure here. Okay, if a red to green is going to happen, we're going to need a bottom out here pretty quick. Well, the markets are up 1.5%. SPY, the Qs are up 2%. It's good to see. FNGR is trying to find a bottom here at $7, but I don't want to crack that level. Looks like it might, yeah. It's holding 7. I want to see some buyers come in. 1 minute candle making new high would be all the way up over 40 here, so we've got a ways to go. Yeah, lots of selling pressure out the gates here. Okay, so it looks like SNTI, the continuation stocks, this one's moving. Whew, I have to get a sweatshirt. Chilly in here today. So unfortunately, FNGR is just selling off right now. So looks like shorts got a hold of that thing. And I'm not going to be confident taking an entry now down here. I was looking for the red to green, but the thing is yeah, we're kind of on the backside of the move. I mean, if you look at the macro picture here from the last few days, this might kind of be the top. Just got higher high, higher low, lower high, higher low, and then it wedges, breaks out, gives a really nice squeeze into the close yesterday. And then made a really nice move after hours, all the way up to $10, then faded off, and now we're fading off the open here. Neon's halted. No interest there. Phase is halted. To the downside, no interest there. Oh, wow, this one got really beat down, didn't it? Uh-oh, ATXI. Here we go. Big red candle. That is something about ATXI that I've worried about in the past is, I mean, yeah, this thing can get real. When it turns to the backs of the move, you get some really big red candles. This is case in point right here. SLBR, Spol VWAP. Looks like AERC is trying to break out here too. So he made a really explosive move on the close yesterday and then faded into the open. But yeah, this one doesn't look very bad here. Dang, FNGR is just giving up all those gains. Only thing about AERC right now is it doesn't look like there's a ton of eyes on it. Volume is a little bit on the lighter side, though we had some nice volume coming on these last green candles here. Tempted to try it here to see if this dip is going to hold, but it looks like it might be on the kind of the back side of this. So maybe look for 408 here, 409. So I tried it there, but the thing is I was only looking for it to dip to about 408, and it continued to dip to 404. So it wasn't really ideal for what I was looking for. Unfortunate to see this on FNGR. Just lots of selling pressure out the gates. Bulls tried to pick it up here, got rejected. Now we're pretty low off VWAP here, so yeah. We'll see if we can get the curl back up. But I'm not going to try any trades on it down here. Oh, this is Poshmark. It's only moving like 3 cents. This must be a really high float. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. AERC float is only 6 million. It's 5.7, so it's a pretty low float there. Let's keep that in mind. ATXI flushed. Oh, VWAP. FNGR continues to sell off. I remember looking at this in pre-market yesterday. I'm like, got a break at 10, but it was really weak. Wonder if that would be a good short. Turns out, it would have been up $4 a share. So far no trades for me. The thing about S&TI is there's just really not a lot of volume coming in here. Get back over to AERC. Getting some... yeah, so we got some increased volume on this last candle. More than the last three, so the volume profile looks pretty decent. There's really not any significant daily levels until, well, I guess we have the top of this day. 484. The thing about AERC right now is just I'm not sure if there's enough eyes on this thing to really make it rip. At least at this point in time, but we might get some more volume coming in because it's one of the only stocks holding up nicely. Look at the CNXA starting to curl up here, but I'm not really too interested in taking any trades on this thing. Granted, the range is really nice. I mean, this thing's pretty volatile. It's a lot of upside potential, but there's also a lot of downside potential. I mean, look at this flush here. That's a 15% red candle on the 15-second chart. Dropped 15% in 15 seconds. Now that is volatile. And the fact that it's under $1, I don't think I want to mess with it. FNGR, I thought maybe 650s. I mean, this thing, it's looking a little rough. So AARC is kind of acting more of a grinder right now, but I think this is going to be the one to watch to look for some dip trades on. I mean, I had a nice entry here on this pullback. I just got out a little bit too soon because I was thinking that it pulled back a little bit too far. But in reality, I had entry at 408 there. I ended up running to 421. Yeah, so yeah, something that I'm trying to work on is my hold time. Just happened there. That's weird. FNGR continuing to have some selling pressure. At this point, I'm not real optimistic that this thing's going to curl back out to view up and give any good opportunity, but we'll see what happens. Currently, the markets are putting in a nice day. SPY is up over 2% now. The Qs are up almost 2.5%. So I think ARC is the one to watch for right now. The chart does not look very pretty. Looking at this, I mean, it's very wicky. But sometimes where there's wiki charts, there's decent range. So we'll see. S&TI is holding up. Only thing about S&TI is the volume is pretty light. It's holding up pretty high here. Looks like F and GR are starting to curl up here a little bit now. Decent volume on AERC. We're at almost 10 million shares, but not fantastic. Not like F and GR yesterday. See, we don't really have anything on daily levels until this 482 spot there. Got the street cleaner going by. ATXI is struggling. Oh, FNGR. Oh, that's sad to see. Started to curl up here and then just rejected. 10% flush there. No good. ARC, this one's breaking out a little bit. Oh, it was trying to. Yeah, this thing is just more of a grinder, so trades on this stock, the hold time is going to have to be a little bit longer. And yeah, as you can see there, the breakouts are not very clean. Breaks out by a cent, pulls back. And that's kind of been the same case through all of these little breakout areas. SLBR, no good. Auto stream is not coming through. My audio should be coming through. Check, 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 check. Yeah. Why does it say it's not coming through? It's weird. Yeah, so I think AERC is the one that I'm going to be watching for right now. So, yeah, it's pulling back here now. It cracked and reclaimed VWAP. So, what do I want to be watching right now? That is the question. IMVT. This one's moving. Volume profile looks okay, but certainly lighter volume. IMVT. So this one's a higher float, so that makes sense why it'd be a little bit more of a grinder. It's a 41 million share float. So we're starting to curl back up here. Okay, S&T high is still moving here. I'm getting some increasing volume on this last move. ATXI, this one's selling off now. FNGR, maybe we could go back up to view up. It's gonna take a lot though for a dollar a share off that level. This was the most volatile one this morning. I mean, this is 30% moves right there, but that's too cheap for me. So yeah, this is a pretty oddly slow morning. Mars up 11%, nice. SLBR, sellers had hopped on top of that one. ERC, this one's fighting. AERC. SNTI is making that push above $3 again here. It's 308. So we're starting to get more volume coming in, but we're only at 3.2 million shares of volume on the day on this stock so far, and that's not really a lot. We're a half hour in to trading, so it's certainly not super obvious and have a ton of eyes on it. IMVT is still fighting. Yeah, so there's really nothing out here to trade that coincides with my strategy other than maybe ARC and SNTI. Yeah, these are just more grinders today. I mean, it's not, you can't really be trading these for breakouts. Maybe looking for pullbacks. We see the bounce. Decent scalp there. I caught the low of that pretty well. The low of this candle was, where was it here? 301. And I got filled at 302 and I'm at 306, so it's not a bad dip trade there, but opportunity is limited, and that was not a great setup. But I do like to take those panic flushes. But sometimes you can get in trouble because same thing I had an AERC just a bit ago, which this one's grinding higher. When I get over this one, it's trying to buy kind of similar to right here, and then it ends up flushing a lot more than anticipated. So those are, you know, quick trades. Anyway, this thing's holding high here, so I'm getting more interested in AERC. Getting some more volume coming in. I won't be out for right now. So I got it in that dip, but I just had to give it another second. But I didn't really want. I didn't really want to hold it to see if we're gonna crack 37. So if we crack this level, we can get some good selling pressure coming in here, maybe to 35 or 32. If we did to 35, I'm gonna take an entry here. And there it was, and I missed it. It's literally the exact setup that I'm looking for. There's 10 cents almost. Should I be quick on my foot? My feet. ARC. Looks like it wants to break out. We're getting some more volume, but I guess no, it's not increasing. But the volume profile does look pretty nice. Other than this big red candle here on higher volume. Man, it must be chilly in my room because I've got a sweatshirt on and I'm feeling a little cold. Bum. Ba-dum. So nice 5 minute candle here that the last one to close. Now with this one, if we can close relatively high, I'd prefer to close in the top like third of the candle. And then it looks pretty decent for like a 3-bar play style of trade. So we have, a big igniting bar, the middle small range bar, and then another breakout bar over those highs. So we'll see if we can continue to hold. I ideally like it to see it hold over 35 before it starts curling up. New 5 minute candles in about 15 seconds here. Whew, man. I guess that's what I get for having my window open all night last night. It's chilly. There we go, ARC. Made first 1 minute candle making you high. Get some more volume. I want to be careful here. I could see it rejecting these levels. Yeah, it looks like it's struggling there. Yeah, so it did reject there. I was kind of what I was afraid of here when we broke over first 1 minute candle making high. We were really struggling at this 43 level. I was worried about the potential flush. That was about a 2.5% flush. Man, we saw some really gnarly moves on CNXA. I mean, this is pretty crazy to see. I almost wish I was looking at this stock when this action happened. I mean, this thing was moving. Oh, AERC came right back up. Man, my hand was on the buy button here at 31, and I was this close to punching it. Just a matter of reaction time, decisiveness, no hesitation, um, being able to quickly, to be able to think quickly and recognize patterns quickly. And we're still holding up pretty high here. And this 5 minute candle went red, is now reclaiming to green. So this looks pretty decent here. I want to see more volume coming in there. Give it another stab. Okay. That dip's going to get bought up really nicely there. There we go. False breakout, though. That was just ugly. And that's the thing is the breakouts on the stock have not been very clean at all. I'm not really interested in taking entry there at 42 after we tapped, broke out by a cent, and pulled all the way back. Now, if we can reclaim that level quickly, that's a different story. Almost at 16 million shares of volume on the day. It's not bad. Certainly not great. Not that much. FNGR, giving everyone the FNGR. Disappointing. Last year, this kind of continuation would have been a monster. Next time we pick up and start trading hot again. I mean, who knows how long it's going to be before the market's really like it was the last couple of years, but I'm going to be ready for it. The finger motion. Good morning, man. Any trades for you so far today? Yeah, I was really excited to see FNGR this morning. But then yeah, it held up really nicely pre-market. Granted, it looked like it was kind of on the backside of this move. And then yeah, no good. Master Kim through said to buy SNTI. Yeah, I was watching SNTI earlier. Almost took a stab on it, but for longer hold trades, this one would be decent. But I think I was looking at it towards this area, and the volume was just a little bit light. I don't know. Though this one is holding up very nicely from the last couple of days. Oh, nice. From 245. Wait, who's Kim Soo? Someone in Discord? Oh, he's your mentor. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I wish I could I wish there was somebody, that I could speak to personally that um yeah, that would be willing or have the experience to mentor me, but there's really, no one that I know of. Because I know coaching would be certainly beneficial and would speed up my learning curve, but I don't really know where to go when it comes to that. The crypto selling people. Okay, nice. I was reading something the other day that some of the massive investments like Fidelity, there's a couple other ones that they were going to start. And this news hasn't broken yet, but they're going to start introducing Bitcoin and other cryptos for an option for investors, like on their mutual fund plans and stuff like that. And I think that would be huge for the future and longevity of Bitcoin. Something that I'm pretty optimistic, bullish on over the next decade or so. Nice, you've been doing pretty well on those longer hold trades. So the XFLV from 308, yeah, nice. So you're in quite a few positions, eh? It's still in HOLO. Got this massive red day that just chops up the chart here on this stock. So far, nothing too much for me. I had one decent scalp on AERC. On where was it? Oh no, my mistake. It wasn't AERC. I'm flat on this stock right now. Actually, it was on SNTI. All right, man. I appreciate it. I will. I'll let you know. So AERC, where are we at on the day right now? Traded 60 million shares. SNTIs traded only about 6 million. So that's the thing for the short scalp trades. It's just not a lot of volume for that. Man, and I've got to do my recap today for yesterday and today. Yesterday I was watching the action on FNGR, and man, it was so good. And there was some really clean dip entries, some really nice opportunity. And I was just feeling, I was having the Monday blues, I guess. I don't know what it was. I was just feeling kind of sleepy, but also not just that. I was just kind of feeling out of it, and I don't know, just had some pretty bad brain fog that I couldn't seem to shake for the first bit of the day. It was just a bit frustrating. But it is what it is. I'm not gonna have FOMO. I mean, there's gonna be plenty of opportunities. Wow. So the markets are continuing to trend up. The SPY is up 2.8%. The Qs are up 3.3%. But I kind of feel like these last couple days are just like a bit of a fake out. Where are we at here? So yeah, I mean that's from lows of 2 days ago. We're up almost 7%, 6.5%. So the market's been pretty volatile, but I'm not convinced that if I would be willing to bet, um, this is going to push up a little bit more before coming back down to lows here around 267. I just feel like the market is going to get worse before it gets better. But oh, where are we at here? SNTI. Nice move on SNTI. We're starting to get some more volume coming in here. So there's your 320s that you were looking for. 327. Nice trade on SNTI from 245 to 320. That is great. Yeah, this thing is looking pretty strong now. 336 is a major daily level here. It's 32. And over that, I mean, we've got room till to 465 on the daily. So we'll see. Volume is starting to increase on it. See if this thing gets interesting. There's 335. Man, I wanted the break of 335. It just feels like adding at the top of this was, adding pretty high. Volume's continuing to increase though. I want to be careful on these pullbacks here because this thing can pull back quite a bit. I want to be trying dip trades on it. Because I don't think this is going to be the backside of the move here. But we'll see. So that was a nice 11% move. And this pullback has been about 6%. And I thought about adding right here at 28. Yeah, there's 35, 36. Mm. So nice increasing volume here, though we do have 400,000 share red candle here, but it's still smaller than these green 1 minute candles. So that's good. Candle making new high would be over 38 over this little right here. Just watching here, we're holding up pretty high, so it's good. We're consolidating above 320 here. Where are we at with the other stocks? Yeah, ATXI is continuing to sell off. FNGR is making new lows for the day. That's no good. Looked like it wanted to break out over this range here, but could get to 4, but you're done. Yeah, I mean, this thing looks pretty strong here right now, and we're holding up pretty high. But these wicks, I mean, this is a bit tricky, this action. And can't complain selling at 320. It was a nice trade. There was 35, 33 on the bids. Tried 36. So my instinct right away on that was to hit the sell button at 43. But something I've been trying to work on is selling half if I feel like I want to sell, especially in this context here where the breakout level would be 45. We were so close to that. But on the same side though, you're potentially selling all, you're potentially leaving money on the table. Selling half, you're risking a little bit more because instead of just taking the profit, it could pull back and then you could stop out break even with the rest of the half. But I feel like that's the better move because then you're still, even if you sell half here and step up break even here, it's still profit. It's still a profitable trade versus cutting the whole thing here. And if it breaks out to say maybe 50, then I'm leaving, a good chunk of the trade on the table. But just trying to find the fine line of where I want to be. It's just all the fine details. Trading, there is a lot of details you have to pay attention to. And share size is a very critical one. Like where I'm adding, where I'm selling, where maybe I'd be taking some off the table, where maybe I'd be adding more. Because that is something that I've really not done at all is add to a trade and then add up for the break higher. Granted, that's not really the market to be adding for a big move into maybe a halt, but um, there's certainly been cases where I'm selling way too soon. Shorts fueled this move? Yeah, send it my way, please. There's entry right there at 45. Missed that. Now we're starting to heat up here. I'm gonna be careful on that pullback. That was looking a bit heavy there. Reclaim 50. So it was the biggest volume candle so far on the day, so that's good to see. It was almost 1 million shares of volume on that green candle. Potential entry at 53, but wasn't a very clean break there. Hit the sell button right there at 51, or at 53 rather. Here's 63. This thing is strong. Wow. Look at this. Here comes volume too. Trying that panic. I don't like it there. So I certainly missed a trade here. This is a really clean break. Micro pullback and then a rip. And these things get moving fast, though. It can be tricky to trade. Though, when they start moving fast, the setups that I like seem to be a bit more clean. So what's the deal here? Hold up. I'll check out what you said on Discord in a bit. I want to keep looking at this right now. Ooh, there's a big flush there. So dips in this area were getting bought up really nicely. And after this micro pullback got bought up so nicely, I should have taken the hint here and tried a one stab here. I can't remember where the area was, but gave a really clean setup. And once they start speeding up like that, the micro pullbacks tend to be pretty clean. Yeah. I mean, yeah. You technically did leave 50 cents on the table. But profit is profit. It's hard to say that it's hard to know that this thing was going to start speeding up and increasing in volume like this. Big oof. Yeah, I know how you feel. Candle making you how would just be right over 66 here. This new 1 minute candle just opened. So I want to be careful here trying to take a stab at a dip. Just in case we could be kind of on the back side of this move. Whoa. Why was the monitor just flashing? What was the float again on this one? That's right. Yep, 24 million. So far, the biggest trade I left on the table, who's, man, they're selling pressure. For some reason, these dips just call my name, and I want to take an entry so bad. But this is not the context for it. Right here, I added on this pullback here. My entry ended up being right at the bottom of this candle. Or, no, I want to say, actually, I got filled at 51. I hesitated a little bit, curled up, and I got out at 53. And then it made this explosive move to highs. So, yeah, this is why I want to be careful with dips in this area, like I was just saying, because we could potentially be on the backside of the move here. So I'm going to give this thing some time. Currently on the day, plus 87 on S&TI. So not bad. But I certainly left a lot on the table with this trade here. And then there was a micro pullback here that I wasn't quick enough on that was really clean. So VWAP is at 327. So about 20 cents off that. This 5-minute candle did close on pretty high red volume here. But we'll see if this thing can make another leg up. Let's look. What is moving over here? Obviously, we got SNTI. Markets are continuing to do pretty well. AERC. I guess I kind of missed this one. Let's check out AERC. Volume looks all right. But again, I kind of have the same feeling as when I was looking at the chart here, is that, I mean, if you look at the 1 minute, it's very wicky. A bit choppy. There wasn't a ton of action to make anything really clean. We had this nasty false breakout there, so I wasn't really paying too much attention to this one. You were looking for an entry on AERC this morning. Imagine if you were looking for 375 for the entry and hit 377 and then goes to almost $5 a share. So 375 weekly level. Right there, I'm guessing from 4-1. Let's go over to SNTI for right now. So volume is certainly starting to decline here. But this might be good for another leg higher. August 8th bottom. Oh, of course. I see that now. Yeah, okay. Because that's actually a significant volume day. Man, this thing... Oh, this is weekly. That's right. Okay. Gotcha. Real quickly, let's take a look at the other stocks from today. I had this one on watch for continuation from yesterday because it held up high. Or no, this was a different one. No, this was a different stock. Yeah, this one, I'm not interested in trading this one. The volume is too light. AERC, I'll have this one on a backup chart to see this one gets going, but as of right now, I'm not too interested in it. Here's SNTI, 55. I want to be careful here on this push because I've noticed that when we do have a big pullback here and then we start to curl back up, sometimes getting on in dips, I end up getting flushed on. Those seem to be like losing trades more than winning trades, looking back. So I'm just going to give this thing a second here. So close to hitting the buy button at 52 on this pullback here. I didn't. High is 87 of the day. I'm sorry, 83. 5-minute candle making new high was right there. Yeah, at 52. I should have been more conscious about that. I didn't even realize that was the 5-minute setup. Shoot, yeah, if I realized that was the 5-minute setup there, I would have been more aggressive on this entry. Sell order on HOL at 250, take half off, and the rest. Yeah, that's why I'm a bit skeptical here. I noticed the same thing. It's lower volume on this. Just watching patiently here. Taking a look at the scans. Doesn't look like anything new has really started moving at all. Yeah, so this is kind of what I was just talking about here. As this 5-minute candle is starting to turn red now, is I kept getting myself into trouble on trades similar to this, where we have, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. And then we start pulling back, consolidate, starts to curl up, and then I would be getting in on a pullback. So like maybe I'm entering at 62 or I'm entering here at, 60. And then it ends up being um, buying right into a bunch of selling pressure. Looking at SMTI. Oh, this is the 1 minute. Never mind. That was a 2-minute chart. Because sometimes the 2-minute chart can give a little bit more of a clean look. 63. Can we see some more volume coming in here? Nice bottoming tail on the 1 minute. This last candle. And I'm glad that this candle didn't close red or as a massive topping wick. It's not the best 5-minute candle I've ever seen, but SNTI, I feel like this is bullish that we're consolidating here pretty high. And we made this leg up here, and now we're consolidating even higher than this level. So to me, this looks pretty bullish right here. The only thing is, yeah, this push was pretty light volume in comparison to the last. Like 2 minute chart, but yeah, 1 minute. Yeah, same. I actually used to use the 5 minute and the 2 minute. I didn't actually used to have a 1 minute on when I first started trading, because I felt like it was too jumpy and it wasn't clean enough. But yeah, for the smaller scalps, it's definitely more ideal. Just gives you a little bit more information. And then I've recently started to use the 15-second chart, and I don't think I'm ever going to go back on that one. I think that was a good decision to start incorporating. Just a little bit more information. The only thing about it is that it is on a smaller time frame, and it gets a little bit more jumpy. And so sometimes if I'm just looking at that, I can get a little bit too squirmish with my entries. But the one thing about it that I've realized, and I want to find the spot, is there is a setup that I've recognized happening on the 15-second that you can't really see on the 1 minute. I'm trying to remember if it was on the stock or if it was on AERC. I want to say it was on AERC actually. Yeah, so it's kind of this setup here where it's not very clean. I'm trying to remember where it was. I'm blanking to remember where it was. I think it might have been right here. Oh, S&TI is pushing here. I'm all about that uh, breaker bail kind of approach. S&TI, this thing looks like it wants to break. Just a new 1 minute candle. Just relax. Individual trades hold very little weight. It's a nice little quote that I wrote to myself, and it's so true. One of my goals of 2022 is to be able to trade and not feel my nerves, or like I'll notice when I'm looking for a setup and it looks like it's setting up to where I'm about to hit the buy button, and I start just getting a slight increase in like heart rate. I can tell, and it's not acceptable. So I've just constantly got to work on trying to stay as centered as I possibly can. Where we at on ARC 462? Ah, yes. Here is the setup right here. So there's two areas. Wait, was it two areas? Certainly once right here. So this where we have this flat level on the 15-second. It cracks it. Buyers come in and turns from a red to a green candle. And there's a 10-cent trade in that one candle if you're buying at 54. And that's not even saying you're catching the low tick of this candle. 71. AERC is pushing here. So we're approaching 10 o'clock, 8 minutes too. So usually at this point in the day, momentum starts to slow down a little bit. If it's not a day for hot Momo, which today doesn't seem like it's too hot. I was disappointed to see this on FNGR. Where's SNTI here? Okay, so yeah, we're still holding it pretty high here on SNTI. So we had a leg up consolidation, sold off, consolidation leg up, and now we're consolidating higher than we were before. Chart doesn't look too clean. So just watching patiently here. So we're kind of respecting this supporting, ascending support here. We wicked below it a couple times, but then those wicks got bought up nicely. So it made the new 5-minute high by a cent. Now we're pulled back. A little bit better. Still just watching SNTI. And we're still kind of respecting this level here, but it looks like we might crack. Volume's pretty light here now. But sometimes a high volume push and a low volume consolidation can set up for a really nice higher leg up. Here comes some selling pressure now. Don't really want to be trying to buy a dip in this area. Still just watching SNTI patiently. SNTI. Here's some volume. Okay. Size. Looks like it might be a false breakout there. This thing's a monster. Man, I chopped up on this breakout. I almost took the entry here at 73. It's like I'm hesitating with my ads, with my entries on highs of green candle. It's like I feel like I'm always waiting for the dip, and that's not always the right approach. So I'll pop up here on high volume, and I felt like it was gonna go, but just didn't take my didn't go with my gut there. It was a pretty nice trade. Nice exit there. That was a pretty big trap, though. Except I dropped it here. I dropped the ball. Should have been an entry at 73 with a little bit of a longer hold time as it started to speed up, and I got out too quick. Or I didn't actually take the entry at all. BRTX halted? No, no interest there. Not bad there on SNTI, but yeah, this was a nice entry here at 73. I'm just a bit too hesitant. ATXI is trying to reach view up here. Yeah, so not a good looking 5-minute candle here. And we pushed through highs and rejected. Man, my room must be chilly because I can't seem to shake this cold. Shiver down my spine. So again, volume increased. In this 1-minute candle, this is the highest volume candle of the day yet, actually. Yeah, it was. With 1.2 million shares of volume, we're at almost 23 million shares traded on the day. And now we're consolidating on this lower volume consolidation here. So I wonder if we're going to do a similar thing where we just hold here for a little, 5 minutes and then make another leg higher. He's back. Gio make coffee or something? That's my guess. Took one decent trade on AER. I'm sorry, on SNTI. But I missed the entry here that I wanted to take at 73. And then that ended up being a really nice entry, or would have been a nice entry. But this was a bit of a trap here, this breakout. I tried for the micro pullback here to see if we were going to get more buyers to break 4. Ended up being a small loser. All things considered today, though, my losers have been smaller than my winners. That's good. That's what I want to see. I'll be right back as well. Hope it doesn't break out. Okay. Doesn't look like anything really happened here. Well, I was AFK. So right now the time is 10:13. So we're kind of coming up on the spot that I usually tend to wrap things up, and ooh, rejection there on ATXI. Someone was looking decent if I could reclaim VWAP here, but no such luck. Yeah, SNTI we're still holding up. We keep kind of repeating this pattern of high volume push, low volume consolidation, leg up, and we're kind of doing that again here right now where we had high volume. The only thing is we have some pretty high volume red candles here on this pullback, but then the consolidation period is again on lighter volume, so this might be setting up for another move. Out half on HOLO. Let me take a look at that one. Nice, up 13%. And just remember your second profit target that you said you had on this thing. I'm gonna go look in the chat. 250, take half off, and then yeah, if we get to 3, that's what it was. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take a look at well, there's really nothing. Currently, no action I want to be trading. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna look at what you sent me on Discord. So, okay. So talking about the day on the 19th. I'm trying to figure out exactly. First green day. There's some selling pressure on SNTI. Okay, so I think I'm understanding this. Okay, so I see the look. Okay. I'm kind of got my head wrapped around this now. Yeah, interesting. Okay. So really just trying to grasp the bigger picture here. Okay. Okay, so taking a look here at everything. What do we have? IMVT. Yeah, no interest in trading that one. 8ERC, we're starting to pull back here now. Look at this big rejection here on 8ERC. It's a 30 cent 15-second candle. Okay, well, we're coming up on 10:30 right now, so I think I'm gonna wrap things up here. Rockling, if you're still around, I'd really like to talk charts and because I kind of understand I'm going through the stuff that you sent me on Discord here, and it's starting to make sense, but some of it is still a little bit, just the concepts are a bit new to me, at least, for what you guys are talking about here. But I can totally recognize the entry there at 45. Yeah, to me, it just seems so tough to take an entry with confidence in that area. But I guess it's just because, like I said, it's new concepts to me, and I don't quite understand all the nuances, I guess. Are you playing for? Nice. All right, yeah, let's do it. But yeah, I'm gonna shut things down here. It's 10:30 on the day. It's not bad. I'm plus $92 and 60 cents. So I did pretty well, I guess. The only thing is I was feeling just a bit indecisive, and it's still something that I've really been trying to work through is the matter of being indecisive. Don't want to be hesitant, and I want to be able to stay as centered as I can, um, like physically, because I've noticed that like I was saying earlier, I think I was actually talking about it when you were maybe gone, but one of my goals throughout 2022 is just to be able to take a trade, no matter it's small size, big size, whatever it might be, momentum trades, slower style of trade, whatever. And I want to be able to stay centered. I don't want to be feeling any kind of nerves or any kind of like increased heart rate because I've noticed that's happening to me. Happens the past. Some days is worse than others where, I'm waiting for a setup to happen. And when the stock looks like it's about to set up and it looks like I'm about to hit the buy button, I start feeling ever so slight, um, like my heart rate is picking up just a little bit, and I can feel it's just a little bit heavier than a calm, relaxed, resting, centered state. So currently, that's kind of my biggest goal is just to have control on that on my physical state because my physical state then affects my mental state and vice versa. Obviously, they go hand in hand. Um, So yeah, with that goal in mind, I don't think I really made a lot of progress with that today because I noticed I was having those kind of feelings and emotions. So continuing to work on that, but P&L wise, I did okay, but I don't really want to be focusing on the P&L because I don't think that's the whole reason that we're trading, but uh if you're constantly looking at P&L, I feel like I'm just gonna. And that was something that I'd struggled with first getting into trading. Is I was always looking at the P&L and not looking at the other nuances behind it. So anyway, with that being said, all in all, it was a good day. I'm gonna be back for sure doing my recaps today. Maybe I'll look to do that right away, to be honest. Um, but yeah, with that, Rockling, we'll talk. Have fun playing Fortnite. Get the dub. Get the victory royale. I probably won't have time to play any kind of games today. I've got to work in a little bit, and so anyway. With that being said, I'll see you around, man, later.